When we were elected in 2013, we said we would get rid of the carbon tax, and we did. We said we'd stop the boats, and we did. And we said we would bring back the budget into balance, and we are. And what I'm here today to announce is that before we go to the next election, we will be handing down a budget, and it will be a surplus budget. It will be a budget which is the product of the years of hard work of our government, of successive treasurers and prime ministers, that has ensured that we have stayed on track to deliver a balanced budget, a surplus budget, which is what we promised the Australian people we would do. We've been delivering on our commitments as a government. We've been getting things done. We can be trusted to run Australia's budget and trusted to oversee a growing economy. We've been investing in more services, record investments in hospitals, in schools, in disabilities, in affordable medicines, making life-changing decisions for Australians all around the country. All of that has been made possible by ensuring that we focus on a stronger economy, and we're doing it without increasing taxes. Labor will make lots of claims, but they're making those claims on the back of putting a higher tax burden on the Australian economy, which will suffocate growth, which will suffocate jobs, which will ensure that they don't have the wherewithal to deliver on the essential services that Australians rely on. A stronger economy is not a prize you put on the shelf and admire. For Liberals, for Nationals, a stronger economy is how we deliver on the infrastructure, the services, the hospitals, the schools, the affordable medicines. That's how we do it. That's why you can trust the Liberal and National parties to be able to deliver on those essential services, because we're the ones who believe that the stronger economy is the ticket to achieving that, not higher taxes. I'll ask Josh to make a few more comments on that. Later today we'll be tabling the sitting schedule, which will make this all very clear. The budget will be handed down on the 2nd of April next year. There'll be a MyEFO in the normal course of events before the end of this year, and I'll ask Josh to address that now.
Well, thanks, Prime Minister. Yes, the MyEFO will be on the 17th of December, which will be preceded by national accounts. The Australian economy is growing. The Australian economy is strong. The Australian economy is performing well. That's the view of the Reserve Bank of Australia. That's the view of the International Monetary Fund. That's the view of the OECD. We're growing at 3.4% through the year, the fastest rate of growth since the height of the mining boom. We have created over 1 million new jobs, and since we last met, unemployment has stabilised at 5%. At the same time, wages have started to grow, with the biggest jump in wages in 3 years, with the Reserve Bank of Australia saying that is a trend that will continue. Our AAA credit rating has been reaffirmed by Standard & Poor's and by Fitch, and we're one of only 10 countries in the world to have a AAA credit rating from the 3 leading agencies. And as the Prime Minister said, the benefit of a strong economy is that you can provide the essential services, the defence, the border security, the infrastructure, the disability support, the things that Australians need and deserve. The Australian economy is not an end in itself, it's only a means to an end, which is to support Australians in every corner of our great country. The next election will be a stark contrast, a contrast between a coalition government which is growing the economy and has an economic plan that is working and is for the future, and the Labor Party, who wrongly believe you can tax yourself to prosperity. $200 billion of new taxes on everything from your income and your business to your hard-earned savings and to your home. In fact, their plan on negative gearing will see that every Australian who owns their home, it will be worth less, and every Australian who rents their home will end up paying more. So don't risk it with Labor. The Australian economy is heading in the right direction and our economic plan is working.
Well, I'll let you guys do the maths. I'll let you guys do the maths. There are options available to the government. There always are options available to the government to call the election, as you know, any time between now and to have a half Senate election and a House of Representatives election concurrently. That would have to be conducted by the 18th of May. It is absolutely our intention to have the budget before the election and to deliver a surplus budget that we promised that we would deliver, a surplus budget that we will deliver, and only a coalition government would have been able to deliver, because only it is through the hard work of the last 5 years that has put us in the position to be able to have a surplus budget which the Labor Party would have trashed in a heartbeat.